Jennifer, I understand you've been actually living Yes Days for a few years. What started it?
I'll show you what started it. This book by Amy Krauss Rosenthal was on my kids' shelves, and I read it to them, and they dreamed it's no, 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 no. And finally, yes. And my kids dreamed of having their own Yes Day. And so I started doing that about 9 years ago. And the next thing you know, now it's a movie and everyone can try it.
I love it. Edgar, have you adopted Yes Days since the film or at any point?
No, absolutely. I did it with my family already, during Christmas last year before the pandemic. So yes, and I highly recommend it. It's a great thing to do.
So for both of you, what's been the most outrageous ask for a yes in your time of doing it?
The asks I find are really more simple than you might think. When my kids were little, they would want to sit in the front seat of the car and play with the knobs of the radio because they were always stuck in a car seat. We wouldn't even drive anywhere. They just wanted to feel what it was like to do all the windows by themselves. And it's always something silly that you don't expect. You might have to help them think of it though.
I like it. Edgar, what's been the biggest ask?
No, same thing. I think that in the end, when you look at all the activities and all the requests, on behalf of the children, you realize that everything boils down to time and focus, undivided attention. That's what they ask for. So it's very beautiful and revealing to see that in the end, the asks are very, very simple. They start saying crazy stuff, but then suddenly they start to kind of like tame themselves down to things that are nothing but time, and ask, for time. And that is a beautiful thing, because that is the most beautiful gift that you can give to someone you love, to the people that you care most. Time and focus. And if the pandemic has taught us anything, if you've learned anything, is that we don't have it for granted, that we don't have time nor focus for granted. And that is the most valuable thing that we can give to someone we love.
Jennifer, so you are not only a star in this film, you're also a producer. What made you want to see this story on screen?
I was looking for something to do that was joyful and that reflected my experience as a mom, and with my kids getting a little bigger and still with a little one, and the age differences between them, and just yeah, so it's actually very personal. It's a very personal story for me.
I have to ask you both before I run out of time. Kablawi, that whole entire, I want to say thousands of balloons.
30,000 water balloons were used in the making of the Kablawi scene. It was so much fun. It's ridiculous. Like, first thing in the morning, we would be freezing because we'd be wet. Then in the middle of the day, it would get hot. We'd dry out. We'd change clothes. And then we were just going at it. Everyone was soaked the whole week.
What was that scene for you, Edgar, like?
It was incredible. We had so much fun. We needed to really step up our game, because most of the extras were real athletes, So for Jennifer and I, that was a great challenge, and we had a lot of fun. We did all our stunts, and of course, there's one little moment, tree related. That one. I had help there, because any actor, any male actor would like to have some help.
Yes, for
that
sure.
scene. So I was very open for my stunt double to help me, but everyone was safe, and then we had that beautiful scene.